Hi, it's Jess from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. Another Edith Holden video. We're going to do this. So I did this the other day and I'm going to repeat it earlier in the book. So it's just flip up there and it's a little scrappy pad. Different papers. So we've got, this is a vintage receipt, some tea dyed different papers, a vintage letter there, and some tea dyed paper, and then I just added another sheet there that you can journal on, and the same there. Quite easy and straightforward to go, and a nice way of doing using a nice big page. So let me show you how I did it. So I'm going to do it here. I put their pocket or scrappy pad. I've chosen this because they're the same flowers. I think they're the same flowers, and yeah, that is what we're going to do. But before I can do this one, this is where I did this double pocket there with a lovely woodpecker, but it doesn't fit right, doesn't sit right. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to slit it. That is what I'm thinking. So I decided that I would do that on camera. So you can see. So I'm just going under there a little bit. You've got to be careful about this because I don't want to go through this. I'm going to reinforce down there as well. So if I do go through it, I will be just gluing it back together. That's really what I'm going to do. So I'm going to gently try and do this. So I'm not going to press too hard. I'm just going to go gentle strokes so that I'm just going through. Just had to knock something off me iPad there. So split through there. Let's go up there. I'm obviously heavier handed at the bottom than I was at the top. I think that might have done it. Yeah, there we are. So that's that split. So let's see if that sits a bit better. It does a bit. I might even just take it off the top. I got a little, where did I put it? There we are. So this is just really thin. So I'm going to try and just take that off the top a tad. There we are. Yeah, so now that will sit flat now. This side's sitting flat. Now I've already put micropore up that one. So that one's stuck down. I'm going to put a bit of micropore down on this to reinforce that. I know I'll end up going over Mr. Woodpecker a little bit, but be all right. So let's put a little bit. I won't put too much over. give it a good burnish down. And then we'll get a, get my blending brush out, give it a little bit of a blend like that. Almost disappears. Not quite, but almost. So, how is everybody? I've had an exciting time of it. Wow, stressful and exciting. So I've got my new kitchen floor down. It's all ready. You might remember if you watched me a couple of months ago, we had a burst mains pipe in the kitchen, completely flooded, ruined, completely ruined the kitchen floor. It was just, yeah, nightmare is what it was. An absolute blooming nightmare. Anyway, all sorted now. I picked the first bit of flooring I saw as I went in the door of the flooring shop. I just loved it. Random tiles, perfect colour match for the cupboard fronts and the worktop, and I'm just so happy with it. I mean, there was stress and not straightforwardness with it, but we got there in the end, and now it's all sorted. I said, that's it, no more blooming improvements, finished, not going through that stress. And James pointed out that his bedroom wall needs replastering. I was like, oh yeah, and so does the ceiling on the landing. It is quite desperate, but they do need doing. So I contacted somebody. It's coming round on Friday to give me a quote. It's Tuesday today. Let's see if they come, because builders and other tradies, they're notorious for not turning up. But this particular company had really good reviews, so I am hopeful. I mean, I messaged last night at about 9:30, and we arranged it then over Facebook Messenger, so I thought that's quite hopeful. So we shall see. Now there's a bit of me that wants to re-stick this completely, so I'm going to take this bit off as well. I know I've took a bit of that off, but you know, it'll stick back on. So just because I wasn't happy with the fact that it wasn't laying as flat as I'd like, that side is lush. So we'll stick you back down now. Get me art glitter, and I'll just put you back down there. I'm sure I would have done you with art glitter in the very first place. So yeah, so we have got some sunshine. I think it's going to go tomorrow, but we've had some sunshine, so I've managed to go out for little walks, getting back into my routine of 3 miles a day after all my travels. I do like it. I go out and I see butterflies and flowers. I saw a robin the other day, first robin I've seen since I was on my French trip, so I was really happy about that. They always bring me joy when I see a robin. You need to glue down that end as well, you Burke. Yep, forgot that. So yeah, and I've managed to, I put the lounge back. It's, you know, you take something at you. We literally moved out of the kitchen, the big American fridge freezer, the oven, table and chairs, and it's like the whole of the downstairs, every room in the downstairs was affected by that. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So yeah, I got the got the lounge back. I mean, it took a while. I was messaging my sister, so I noticed she was back from Canada. And I hadn't realised, because she hadn't done a check-in at the airport for the return trip home. If it's not on Facebook, you're not doing it. And yeah, so I was sort of saying to her, I do a bit and then I have to stop. I find it all a bit overwhelming, really, particularly when in the lounge I was, excuse my head, I was doing things, I was finding things of Ed's, things that had, so we put a little table next to his hospital bed when he was in there, and he had all sorts of stuff on there, little bits of paper that he doodled on, some, you know, cards that people had given him, letters, all sorts of things, and you know, lip salve, a little thing for cleaning his nails, you know, just all sorts. And I just kind of picked them up and popped them into a pot, and I just that was it. I never visited it again. Anyway, so it was hard to look at those things and decide, you know, do I keep these things or do I get rid of them? You know, do I, you know, anyway, well, I've kept it all, of course. But I found in it a little piece of paper that was folded in half, and it was a little note that Ed had written us, a really lovely note, sort of a love note, really. And yeah, stopped me in my tracks and made me cry. And I'm just so glad I had it. And my sister says I need to frame it, you know, so I'm certainly going to scan it, so I could put it somewhere, but it'll probably end up in my journal about Ed, which I can't look at the moment. So so yeah, that is yeah, that was why it was difficult, but we got there. Anyway, get back to what we're doing now. Oh, and by the way, have anybody noticed my nails? So I've got the they were lifting, and obviously water had got trapped, so I've got water damage in them. So I'm going to see a nail technician on Friday. I'm going to get her to soak the rest of these off, and then we'll decide where we're going forward from that. I've read that you're not supposed to put any more nails on them. You've got to wait for them to grow out, so they're going to be green and disgusting for a while, it would seem. A bit gutted, but you know, hey ho. It's not the end of the world, and yeah, they can be repaired. Well, I hope so. So yeah, I know the last time I had a bit of gubbins like that going on, somebody went, oh, what have you done to your nails, Jez? So I just thought I'd let you know. Let's take that bottom bit off. So now we can come in here. So I'm just going to take that down there, and then down there. I am going to deckle edge the top because you'll see that on the inside. Okay. So trimming that down, and then we're gonna fold a bit over. So I'm going to use my school board. You could just fold it by eye if you can, if you haven't got a school board, but I have, so I'm using it. I still don't know where. Oh, there's your school board tool. Why didn't you see that the other day? No idea, Jez. I've no idea. Right, I think we're going to come down here. That's what we're doing. So yeah, so that'll be grand. Look, I can still see June, and that is a good little size there. Yeah, let's give that a good crease. So we've got upside down there, but it's no bother. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find and that was really easy to find. So there's me June, and I think what I might do actually is put that totally underneath there. Yeah, but you'll, so that's going up to there. So I want the bottom. Right, let's get trimming. I'm gonna decollage the bottom of this. That's not a decollage, Jez. Oh, flippity flip flop. Right. Most of you all know that really what I wanted to say there was something much stronger than flippity flip flop. But yes. So right, we'll go under there. So let's go up to where we want it. Out there. Out there. We're going to go across. So no measures, just people go on, don't they, about no measuring. Sometimes I measure, sometimes I don't. There we go. So that's going to be, oh, not going to be there. I'm okay about having a little bit coming down. If I'm not, I'll trim it back up. But let's get it to the right sort of width. What I want is to have it central there, like so. So let's just mark with a pencil. So we're going to come down there, come down there. It's not quite central, Jez. I don't know what you were looking at, but hey ho. Oh, I'll come in a tad more on that side. Yeah. There we go. Let's see where we are with that. I might take a little bit more off the top. So I am getting excited for the Rachel Bella Craft retreat. That's coming up. I've been looking at what I got to do. What do I make for the swap? Right, now it's too close now to it, so I'm going to have to take a bit more off. Otherwise, it just looks like I've tried to even it up and missed completely. So we'll take a bit more off. I'm just too much perfectionist, aren't I, really? And that's, before you go any further, Jez, just chuck this lot. Otherwise, it's just going to sit on your desk forever. And you're never going to get rid. I might keep that bit. Quite good for stamping on those strips. But these, let's just go. Go, go, go. Get rid. There we are. So are we now okay with this? Yeah, liking that. Now, because I've done this, this is going to be a wee bit different, because the last one I put all the scrappy bits onto that. but I'm going to have to sew this. I'm going to have to connect this together if I'm going to do my eyelets. Yeah, that is what you're going to have to do. Right, that's okay, I can do that. So we'll make this as a pad on its own. Let's stick you there, and then we'll have a little bit of room. Right, so let's get inking, and then we'll, and I feel like the other one I didn't decorate on the front, but I think I will this one, because we've got a great big blank space there, crying out for decoration. So we have to do it. Oh, and we want to cover this as well. I might just cover this bit because that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, I'm loving that. Couldn't have worked out better if I'd tried. I will do that. And I will go down the edge here because I'm not sure how much might be seen. There we go. And then let's do this one. And then that's all the inking that needs doing, but this one needs a little bit of discoloration because this is a newish book. I mean, so's that one, but it's printed like it's an old one. Oh, there we go. Let's have a little bit of... So this journal is going to have lots and lots of journaling space, and I've been journaling electronically, and I kind of want to keep some physical thing as well. And because this is the first thing I've made that I've fully enjoyed and looked forward to making since Ed died, I feel that this is a good journal then to use because I've got good vibes in it for recording, you know, thoughts and feelings that I have. So yeah, that's what I've decided. Where's me oh, Jess, can't even say the words. I'm looking for my my cream tea dyed paper. There it is, because that's what I want to cover it with. Might have to do some more of this cream tea dyed paper because I'm really depleting my supply. So yeah, right, let's get a bit. Let's go down here. Stick that there. We go right to the top. There. Yeah, so now my kitchen is like back to normal again. I can do some tea dyeing. Yeah, that'll be cool. Right, let's get a bit off the edge. And then let's see how far over we want to go. So we go there to... Might take a bit more off that actually. Oh, it's upside down, so no, we don't. We'll go there to there. Yeah, I had a friend ask me, said, how are you getting on with crafting? Are you enjoying your crafting? managing to sort of get back into it, and I said absolutely I am, and I said this project, yeah, I am really loving, and I do look forward to working on it. And this is like the last thing I got to do on the journaling pages, and then we've just got like the front and the back cover, inside back cover to do, and then it's just a load of tags and journaling cards to make, and decide what to do on the cover as well. So yeah, that'll be lush, Jez. Gert lush. There we go. So let's go around that with glue stick. And then I'll just put a bit of colour around the edges. Come on. I was using colour because using it in the kitchen the other day because not that I worried about my last floor, but I was worried about the table and chairs scratching the floor. So there was a bit of quite a lot of the some offcuts of the underlay for the laminate. So I decided to cut them off, little bits off, and stick them to the bottom of the table legs and the chair legs. So I used Collall. I don't know what's wrong with this. It's just not squeezing out. It wasn't squeezing out last night. I think I might just need to, I don't know if the glue's got thicker, although I never remember that Collall does get thicker, ever. I know that like Fabitap can, but I've never had that with Collall, and I've used litres of the stuff. I buy it by the litre, and usually lasts me about a year. So yeah, I don't know why it's doing this, but it's driving me mental, because also squeezing hurts my hands because of my rheumatoid arthritis. So it's, yeah. Yeah, so I think I will give it all a good old soak. Need to do it for the little one as well. This little bottle, there's no, yeah, that it won't come out that either. So it's driving me mad. I know, I think you can put nail varnish remover in it, can't you? I might try a bit of that. Right, let's stick these two together. That'll be lovely. So I think I'll do a combo of glue stick and Collall again. Or shall I do, does it go right to the end? I don't know that it does. So we'll go above there. I might put art glitter. Put some along there as well. So So that's going to be a pad. So then these are going to go on it. So I just got to decide how. And then what we've got to do is make sure the edges don't hang below. Oh no, I want a bit of this. Let's take that off there and that off there. Put you down like this. So keep that at the top. So that would be a scrappy pad. I might actually I'll do it that way. I actually think I want this a bit narrower, actually. So we can see the pretty edge. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Right, so what I'm doing is put these where I want. I want that one to be have a little rip there to the side as well. There we go. Let's go like that. So I'm overlapping them. We've got some different layering going on. I think that will be good. I'm thinking we? So that the oops, at the bottom. There we go, that'll be about. So just gonna push that down, and then I'm just gonna get some paper clips. I had some nearby from the fact that, oh, let's put you on. I did it there, I can see them now. So I'm just gonna stick that in there, and then stick that one in there, so that holds them together. Oh, I think that might have been front door. Oh, it's the next day. I think I would have just literally said, I think there's someone at the door. It was a friend of mine. So that was it. I stopped everything. Oh, I appear to be filming backwards. I'm going to have to stop and start again. No, I'm not filming backwards. It's just my mirroring is backwards. How weird. Oh, well. Anyway, so what did I get to? So I've just put in these in to hold in place. So I'm now going to make 3 holes. Yeah, 3 holes in here. So I need a bigger one to hold this in place on there. Don't you, Jez? Yep, that would be a very good idea. So I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get a big. I've got these big ones. I forgot they were all joined together. I was trying to get this off my magnetic. Maybe I'll take 2. My magnetic plate, and they're all coming off together. That's because they're just all stuck in there together, Jez. There we go. Right. So let's have this like so. And I'm going to use my big bite because I want it to go across to the middle. And so my little crocodile won't work, so I'm using the big beast. Yeah, so I need to move it down there. I always have to remind myself how to use this one. Yeah, that's the hole, but that's the little hole. So let's get to the big hole. So there we are, down there. Yeah, that's the big hole. Right, so I'm going to push that along. We're going to go into the middle. Then you're going to come down about there. So we'll go about there. So going to have that there. Right. And then I'll get out. I'm conscious of the paper being at different levels, so I'm kind of making sure I'm catching in as much as I can. That's keeping it all a bit even. There we go. That looks fairly even. Even enough. Even enough. And then I'm going to put, I want three. 1, 2, 3 eyelets. I'm going to do the middle one first, so that that's caught in. There. Is that done? Marvellous. So now I get this one in. And then the last one in. I just thought, holding them in by eyelets, just added a little something, just something a little bit different. That, put you away now. So now we can take these out. And that is my little scrappy pad. All the bits of paper, so they can get pulled out or they can be written on and left in, but there's plenty of room there for a bit of journaling. Now I do want to decorate this. I'm gonna stick it down first. So I'm just going to put glue all the way on the back of that. I'm going to put a bit of glue stick around the centre of it all. And then I'm just going to go around the edges with a bit stronger. If you're actually going to come out. Are you? You're going to play ball? No. No, I don't want to. Come on. I think you went down enough. Let's have a little look-see. No, you really don't want to come out, do you? No, you're blocked. And I just haven't got the patience for it. So, here we go. Just a little extra. There we go. And then we'll find the page in the journal where it's going. What's there, Jess? There. That's it. So under the dune, let's centre it, keep it straight, as straight as we can. There we go. I do find that Tombow glue does make, it is sticky, really sticky. One of the reasons why I did stop using it and was quite happy to go over to Art Glitter. But when Art Glitter don't play ball, I'm kind of left with having to do something else. Right, let's give you a little bit of an inky, and I want to decorate that a tad, and it does need a tab. Should have done this before I stuck it down really, but hey ho, it's the way I roll. Right, now I want a tab, so take that, let's get a scrap that I can cut a tab from. So, find a page. Got a bit of scrap there. Quite like the words. To make a little scrap from. Might actually go sideways here. There we go. Oh yeah, like that side. So I might put this one at the centre at the front there. Yeah, you'll do. Oh, you're not coming, are you? I'm having such a glue problem. Such a glue problem. It is driving me a little bit potty. I think I might just have to give it all a good clean with some alcohol or nail varnish remover, one or the other. Oh. There we go. Oh. Actually, I will put you. Oh no, I'm going to go to that side. No, go sort of eyeball for the middle. eyeball for the middle. Okay. There we are, and I want something on there. So, all right, I have got a cluster from a previous project. There, quite like the browns. I could maybe add a bit of a little Edith fussy cut. Because there's birds there. So. Literally the same bird as that. On there. That might be cool. Yeah, I've got a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that. Saves me a little bit of making, and it just happened to be on my desk in front of me. So it's not a mess, it's just inspiration waiting to be picked up. Oh, funny Jazz. Nobody believes you. There we go. Yeah, we'll stick you in there. I might grab a bit of script. Just wanted to add a little something. So let's get you glued. There we go. Let's take you on that. Most of that script I stamped on is now covered up. That's what happens. Need to refill this, but I'm going to clean it before I do that, because what's the point of adding to our issues? There we go. That is my little flip up scrappy pad. So that's that one, and then the original one that I did is here. So yeah, hope you like that as an idea. So that is every page decorated. So in the next video we will do these front and back pages, and then all we're left to do is all the tags that need to be put in the pockets that I've made. So I haven't done any tags or journaling cards, so we'll we'll crack on and get we'll get some of those made. And look, we haven't got, mind you, we haven't got tags and journaling cards in there yet. I was going to say we haven't got a gate mouth, but as we add the ephemera, it might get a little bit big. We shall see. And then I'll think about what I'm going to do on the cover. I seem to have managed to get a little bit of ink on there in different places, but yeah. So hope that's useful. Hope you enjoyed it. We're nearly at the end of this wonderful project that I have just loved. It's kind of reignited my I won't say mojo and I won't say motivation, but just like my joy of crafting. Really, I've you know, found it quite difficult to get back into it, and here I am doing it now, so it's really helped me. All right, see you all again soon. Bye for now.